Hey, it's Shani, Certified Feline Training and Behavior Specialist with Wild at Heart. And do you want to teach your cat to walk with a harness and a leash? I think it's important to know your cat and to ask yourself, is this something that your cat actually wants, or do you want it? And though I genuinely believe that most cats would love outdoor access, not all cats are going to be okay walking in a harness and a leash. Now, before you even consider allowing your cat any access to the outdoors, you have to make sure that your cat is microchipped and they have a breakaway collar with your name and information. Most people do this process completely wrong. How is the best way to teach your cat to actually enjoy being in a harness and attached to a leash? First, you want to do your research and get the best harness for your cat. Read customer reviews. At the end of the video, I will give a couple of options for you. This is a slow process, y'all. Take your time. Don't rush it. Cats have an amazing long-term memory. So if you rush it, they are going to have a negative association with that harness and they are not going to want to be in it or anywhere near it. So let's get into it. Step 1. Once you have the harness and the leash, you are going to leave it on the ground. You're not going to immediately put that harness on your cat. Leave it on the ground, allow your cat to investigate it. Every time they go near that harness, give them a treat. You are going to begin to positively associate that harness and leash with treats or playtime or whatever is super reinforcing for your cat. Not only that, cats are super scent orientated. This harness doesn't smell like something they recognize. So we need to leave the harness on the ground, allow your house smell and the smell of your cat to get on that harness. And y'all, I'm not talking about leaving the harness on the ground for like a couple hours. I'm saying like a couple of days, and continue to positively reinforce anytime they are near that harness and leash. Treats, playtime, verbal praise. Step 2 is actually picking up the harness and presenting it to your cat, allowing them to smell it, investigate it, even scent mark it. Another thing you want to do, but at a distance, is begin to clasp and unclasp the harness so your cat gets used to those noises. Again, do it at first at a distance. Again, reward, reward, reward. Within step 2, you also want to lay the harness on top of your cat's body. Do it when they are relaxed, maybe even laying down. We want them to just get used to the weight of this foreign object on their body, but they can get up and move and it can just fall off of them. Step 3 is putting the harness on your cat without buckling it and letting them walk around with it. And if it falls off, that's fine. Step 4 is if your cat has done well with steps 1, 2, and 3, then you can try to buckle the harness on your cat. If your cat seems uncomfortable, keep it very, very short and super positive. Don't skimp on the rewards and the reinforcements. Every day you are going to work on having your cat in the harness for longer and longer periods of time. And within step 4, once your cat is used to the harness, allow them to just wear it around the house and do their normal cat things. Step 5, once your cat is used to the harness, they're walking around, they're feeling comfortable, you can finally add the leash and walk with them inside. You can even try to allow them to drag the leash behind them. They feel a little bit of tension with the leash. Reminder, y'all, each of these steps takes several days. Don't rush it. Step 6, this is sign language for 6, y'all. Once your cat is comfortable with the harness, comfortable with the leash, you can open the door and see if they want to go outside. Some people suggest that you should pick your cat up and take them outside, and that's to basically not teach them to run through the door, which I completely understand. But I think it's really important for cats to have the option and the choice and the control over their own body, and I would hate to ruin all of the progress that you have done by picking your cat up and placing them outside and them completely freaking out. I personally think that it's way more important for the cat to decide on their own if they want to go outside. Once you're outside, allow your cat to go where they want to go. Bring your treats and bring some toys. You want to make it super positive. Remember, reinforcing the behaviors that you want to see. And it's okay if they don't want to go outside. Don't force them. Allow your cat to have control and autonomy over their own bodies. If they want to go outside for just a short period of time, that's okay as well. When they do come inside, I really encourage you to feed them a meal. Teach them that when they come inside, they get something super positive. My last bit of advice if you are going to begin to take your cat out on walks, you have to do it on a schedule. I cannot tell you how many people introduce leash walking to their cats, and it creates a whole host of behaviors like meowing at the door, wanting to go out. If you don't do it on a schedule, your cat is going to have no predictability within their day. They're going to be very anxious about going outside. So if you do it on a schedule, then they can better predict when they're going to go out and for how long. So keep it consistent, and remember, reward them when they come back inside. I love cats being able to have access to the outdoors. I'll be super honest, I'm not a huge fan of cats walking on leashes. I think it kind of goes against everything that they want. They're wild at heart, y'all. But if that is their only opportunity to go outside, I am all for it. I think that cats having access to the outdoors is that important. As far as what harness to buy, Jackson Galaxy has a harness that he promotes on his website. Travel Cat has some pretty good harnesses. And then on Amazon, I found Rabbit Goo and Feo Goo have some pretty high customer ratings. Now remember, harnesses should not be super tight, but they should be snug. Happy teaching your cat to walk on a harness. I'm excited if this is your cat's opportunity to have access to the outdoors. So try these methods, film it, tag me, let me know how it's going, and please show me your cats loving and living their best lives outside.